I was reading about art-science collaboration, I read a book about the physics of music, and the waveforms that were shown looked a lot like my hot flash recording.
Music, has a mathematical component to it.
I'm communicating to him with pictures, and he's trying to communicate in the music to me.
I mean, it's not a gigantic space. There's a lot of stuff down here. What I spend my life doing is collecting audio samples. My whole family helps me in that endeavor. I got the kids like, oh, that'd be a cool sound, Dad. My son and I, here's one he helped. He recorded this one. I think I sat there, I was like, go ahead, do it again, do it again. He was just sitting there hitting the washing machine. It's not like I sit around and I think, oh, you know what I really want to do is make a piece that's about washing machine hits. But this might give me just like the right kind of rhythm or character.
He always strikes me as like a bit of a magician. You give him an idea and he sort of says, oh yeah, we could do this. And then you say, oh yeah, and then we could do this, right? Oh yeah, we could do this. And it ends up being something that you never thought it would be. So I do think of him like a magician. I'm Janet Carpenter. I'm a professor at Indiana University, and I'm also an artist. When I was 35, I went through an early menopause and had my own hot flashes. And so I started learning more about the symptom, and it was really interesting what we didn't know about it. So over the last 20 years, I've created ways of measuring hot flashes, and I've tested different treatments for hot flashes. But I was really interested in getting that information out to the public. Hot flashes have this history of being thought of as imaginary, so that, it's not something people can see. I'm a really visual person, and so I started sort of sketching what I know about hot flashes, and then the sketches became an idea for a whole art exhibit. Our main purpose is to educate the public so that they can have a meaningful conversation about menopausal hot flashes. So Michael and I, we're going to make some hot flash music, and he's using our waveforms from hot flash monitors where we measure hot flashes with physiologic recorders.
I make no claim to be knowledgeable in a medical field. I don't even go to the doctor when I'm sick. So, I just drink tea. But it's Janet's idea, I think, to create this exhibit and to have a musical component to it. She sent me these printouts. So these lines represent the hot flashes. So if you look at that, so that's bio data, but then look at this. This is music data. It's not that dissimilar. To me, when I see that, it looks an awful lot like this. So this looks like music. It looks like it looks like an audio waveform. That's kind of how I'll interpret it. The environment that I came up with it's just a very simple environment. So my intention with this is this hot flash character can get crazier, more agitated. It can transform. It can get kind of really intense. So the idea is that kind of development is going to correlate to these graphs. What I haven't quite figured out what to do yet is how to handle time, because this is 12 hours of data. Now this is not going to be, no one's interested in listening to a 12-hour piece of music. So I haven't figured out how to make that conversion yet from medical time to musical time. But yeah, I don't know. I have to think about that still. It's a good thing I have till the 15th.
Hey, how are you, Michael? It's good to see you.
It's been a long time.
I
yeah.
know.
Yeah,
how are you?
Good. So let's just imagine you're in this installation. and it's just kind of a meditative film score kind of world. So basically in this sound world, I might take some of these pictures here and try to have these musical gestures that would be like the musical depiction of hot flashes. And what they build in intensity as that graph does. But they kind of sound like this. So the idea is like they kind of melt in, and they seem kind of organic with this, but you get these kinds of starting out really
sounds like waves crashing on the beach.
They are very much like waves. If I end up like creating a 30-minute track for this project, there's a lot you can get out of that 30-minute track, right? Because now I can take the 24 hours of data and I can translate that into 30 minutes.
24 minutes if you want to do 24 minutes. That's close enough to 30.
Oh, that might make the math easier.
That's what I'm thinking. Let's do that.
It's always good.
We were able to take this physiologic monitor that we use, and we were able to create something tangible. So we took it from something we look at into something that people can hear and react to and respond to. So it's just another way to make the hot flashes real.
I love collaborating with people. It's fantastic when you have an idea and then that comes into contact with someone else's ideas, and then you kind of end up getting to a place you never knew was possible.